Well, just waiting for someone to come in here, if they do. And I don't know if they will. But it looks like my mic is working. But I need to. Oh, this is too high. A little bit better. Why does it keep on airing out? I don't know if you can hear me. Why is it crashing? I don't know why. I don't think anybody can hear me. Something is going on and it ain't working right. And I'm not sure why. My channel. Oh, am I live? Oh, here I am. Can you guys hear me? Am I live? Adam. Oh, shoot. My mic is falling. Adam. Can you hear me? Let me. I am live. All right, very good. All right, I got to. It said I had some kind of problem, but I guess it evidently was still working. Let me mute this here. Pause that. How's the audio? Let me figure out how to get you in here. Let me get back on. Get back on my. Why does it say offline? But I'm not. I'm trying to send you an invite, and I can't seem to. It's saying offline. It's not offline. Streaming now. It says streaming now. Okay, here we go. The current frame rate is too high. Please set the frame rate to 30 frames per second. I thought it does that automatically. I can't do it. Manage. Yeah, something's. Yeah, I don't know how to get you in here. I mean, the page that I had to copy to send you the link, it just closed on me. Yeah, we had family. We had a bunch of company over. They didn't leave until like 7:30 or so. So that's why I started a little late. But let me figure out. I need to get my link to give to you. Which should be. Well, anyway, this is where I do my. Actually, I don't come down here too often, but behind me, I don't know if you can see. See, I have the way it's set up. I have this HDMI camera. I bought this cheap HDMI camera, but it's a decent one for a cheap one, I guess, for a Canon. But yeah, I had to get this HDMI adapter to hook it up with my computer. So I got this adapter. The camera goes into this HDMI adapter, and then the adapter goes into the computer via USB 3.0. And that's how I'm able to use like a regular camcorder with this. But then on the other computer behind me, I have Guitar Rig, and I have that going through an audio interface. I don't know if you can see that there. It's a Focusrite. So I got the that's hooked up to this Dell over here, and then I have the out going from this Focusrite to this other computer that I'm doing a stream on. To I have another audio interface. That one's a Yamaha. So I have the out going hooked up to there, and then into this computer. So that's why I'm able to use Guitar Rig and where you can hear it. But yeah, but I'll figure out how to get the other people in here. And I should still be able to do it right now, but let's say I haven't done this in a while, and they're always changing stuff. Let me go to, oh, you know what? I might have, oh, here it is. Here. This should get you in here, even though it's not working right. I think this will get you in here. Now, I know you're not on a computer. Wait a minute, copy from Hangouts, Google. Yeah, this should get you in here. I'm gonna just go ahead and post it in here. I don't know if that's going to work in here, but yeah, if you click on that, that will bring you into here, into the chat. Although, but yeah, it's working. It's working now. So if you click on it, but then you're on a phone, so I don't know how it reacts. You have to have Google Plus on your phone. I don't know if you have an Apple or an iPhone. You can get it for an Apple too. Yeah, but it is working. So, yeah, but it'll be easier once you get your computer set up. Once you get a computer. I know you don't like wearing headsets, but the problem you have when you're doing Hangouts, a lot of people are using mics. Speakers, and what would happen? The speaker would feed back into you, or speakers would feed back into your mic, and then kind of screws things up in a Hangout. But the video quality, when you do a Hangout, it degrades. Let's say if I'm just doing a stream by myself, it's one thing, but when you do a Hangout with other invites, I think it decreases the video quality. I don't know how it looks to you. I can't tell. See, I have my lightings. It should be on me, but it's on top. I don't have that problem. A lot of these so-called experts out there, they have actually, the proper lighting on them, but this is what I do. I'm just not going to go all that gun ho out. If I was making any kind of, if I was profiting off of YouTube stuff, which I don't.
Right.
Oh, I hear you. Wait a minute. You're here.
It popped up.
Yeah. I can hear. I don't see video. Your video, but that's fine. I can hear you. Or are you hearing me? All right. There you go. There you go. That's it.
All right, I'm up. Full.
I'm not getting any feedback. You're using speakers too. I'm not getting any feedback. That's good.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. So
Yeah. See, like a lot of times when you talk, it's going to come back into, your speakers, but it's not that bad at all. Not right now. Is that you have an iPhone?
no, Samsung.
Okay. I'm a Samsung guy. That's what I just got. I just got done. I just ordered my wife a new tablet. That's another reason why I was late. My daughter, hers just broke, or she had an older one, so I'm getting my wife a new one, and she'll give the old one to her daughter. So
Yeah, I'm due for an upgrade.
yeah. See, I like computer. I mean, tablets are fun and everything, but when you want to do all this stuff, you need to have computers. Although, I mean, your videos are fantastic for a phone.
Yeah,
Which Samsung is it?
It's a Galaxy, something like that.
7, 6,
No,
8.
probably older.
Yeah, I had a 4, and I liked it, but it wouldn't read my SIM card, and it just quit reading it. And I'm not with I'm with Boost because it's cheaper. So I'm gonna pay $35 a month, and it's good enough for me. We got the towers down the street there, but I was with Verizon for a good while, paying around $90 a month. So I said, nah, forget that. And I got I just got a cheap Stylo 3. It was only $100 or something, and it works as good as some of the high end phones I had. Actually, I first got the S4, and that was almost $200. But it worked good up until it just wouldn't read the SIM card anymore, no matter what I did to it.
I need a new computer, so
see, that's what I do. I used to do that. I used to work on computers to fix them a lot, and I don't do it too much anymore. Just for friends. It just got to be too much of a hassle, and you get weird calls late at night, and then get these calls where they can get the answer for themselves. So they would just Google, and so I don't do too much anymore. But I said, like I was telling you 3 years ago, when I got old enough to take some of my money out of my 401k, I said, I want to get a decent guitar. And I got that Strat 2015 American Deluxe Strat. It was $1,400, and my wife flipped out. But she's all good now. I mean, I said, I mean, $1,500 ain't going to go. $1,400. What's that?
Right, it's an investment.
Well, yeah,
It's
I mean,
an investment.
That's still, I like that Paul Reed Smith, but still, the Strat's still my favorite, even though I don't play it a lot. I mean, I've been playing that Paul Reed Smith more than anything.
Yeah, John Mayer just had a video about his guitar.
I saw it. It sounded like he was kind of defending, because everybody's complaining. I don't know why they're complaining about it. So what, I mean,
Well, it was a good video. He had valid points. I mean,
yeah. And then Anderton's Anderton's did almost an hour-long video on it, and they liked it. I mean, I don't, I mean, like I think you mentioned it yesterday. How many different ways can you make a guitar? I mean, it's going to look like something.
Yeah.
I mean, my I had that Jackson JS22. I think that's what it was. I paid $174. That looked like a Strat. I had an Ibanez 370 that looked like a Strat, and even that Paul Reed, that PRS SE kind of looks like a Strat that I have. No, that doesn't bother me.
It's a simple body.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I know one guy sent me an email yesterday. Let's see if I can find his. You can see that computer behind me. Yeah. That's a Dell. That's a Dell, and the one you're on, it's a Asus. I got that same year I bought that guitar, so I want to get a nice laptop. So this was almost as much as the guitar. Actually, yeah, actually, no, it was less. But I never had a high end laptop. It's supposed to be a gaming laptop, but I don't know. I don't game. I can't play any games. Let me
I've
get.
played games forever.
Now I played the only thing I ever played was like Unreal Tournament years ago, and what was the other one? Quake or something. But I was never good at it. No, yeah, no. But let me find. Here it is. Let me see if I can reply to him. It was that guy EJ, and I forget where he was from, but he was in a hang. Oh, he was in your thing last night.
Out, and then you had
Guitar or something or I don't know, but
yeah,
he got back with me. So
EJ's house guitars.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, some of the guys were.
He's more of a drummer than a guitar player.
Oh, really? You know who he is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. So was he from the States? Because some of the guys were not from the States yesterday. I can't remember who was from.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. So they're all scattered about, which is cool. I'm
surprised how good. I'm not getting any feedback. I'm surprised how good it's working without you having headphones on. And it's you're using the speakers from your the tablet or?
Yeah, from my phone.
I mean, I'm sorry, the phone. That sounds good. I'm really. Yeah, that video is really good. I thought about I did think about get the getting the S8. No, I'm sorry, not the S8, the S7, Samsung S7, because they had it really discounted, really good on Boost, their website. Because well, the 9's out, or they're, I guess they're out now, the S9, and they had it discounted like it was like they had like a 300 plus 15% off, but mine works fine. My style, it works fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is where I used to do. See, I used to do a lot of podcasts years ago. Just talk about tech stuff or internet stuff. We had one show we did was called The Unbootables. Just talk about internet, like a lot of videos on YouTube, funny stuff. And it was just, sometimes we have like 4 or 5 people in a hangout, and we would stream it live, and we just have a good time. But we did it like on Friday nights real late, and it just got to me after a while until 3 o'clock sometimes. And yeah, it was just too much.
Yeah, that's late.
But it was fun. I met some good people, and then a lot of the guys I hung around, they were in, you have alternate operating systems. You don't have to use Windows. You can use, Mac has iOS, and there's a open source one called Linux. So I dabble in that quite a bit. Nothing recently, and Linux is a free operating system. They have a million different distributions. Anyway, they have these Linux fests all over the country, and so they have this one in Ohio. So I went to 1 year and met some of the guys I've been seeing online for years, and I met them in person. We had a good time.
No, YouTube is a good place to meet people and hang out and learn from.
Oh yeah, I mean, now with YouTube, I struggle. I say to myself, I feel like taking lessons, but I'm afraid guitar lessons. I'm afraid, like at my age, I might have all this stuff invested and I'll kick the bucket anytime. I don't know if I want to invest in, but I learned so much off of YouTube. But there's still, I know somebody could tell me, or do this or do that. And I know, when I'm upstairs, I'm sitting on a couch. That's where you see me. Well, I'm most of the time on the computer up there. I have a couch in a spare room. So I'm lower to the ground. I'm used to playing on there. Now here I have this chair, and it's a different angle, and I'm not used. I have to learn how to play like all over, or a different way, because it's not the same distance. And so I need to get a regular something without rails on it, But here, I want to show you. I got a box of that camera. This is what I'm streaming with. I mean, it had some real good reviews, but this is like pretty much the bottom line. You know, camcorder, HDMI camcorder. It was, I think, 200, and then off of Amazon. Then if you signed up with one of their credit cards, it took another $50 off. So I did that, but I paid it off. Yeah, I paid it off right away. And but then I had to get, like you said, I had to get this gadget that was $75 to be able to use it as a webcam on your computer. And it's working. Actually, I put it on the one I have up. I had another i7 down here, but like it wouldn't work, or everything wouldn't work. It just, so since then, you know, Windows 10, they come out with this like major update every 6 months, and they had this Windows Fall Creation update, and I did it. I thought everything was working right on here, but I did a clean install with it, and now everything works on it again. So, but I had to switch everything around.
Set up myself.
What's that?
I have to get a different setup.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't done this in a long time. A Google Hangout. I mean, that not where I started, but I was in, you know, Shane from In the Blues.
Yeah, he was. He might still be on right now. Still.
Oh yeah, he did have a live stream a while ago. Well, he has this public Hangout, and so he asked people, you know, put your email, like I guess like what I did. So he had one a couple weeks ago, and or was it last Friday or Friday before last? I'm getting mixed up. And anyway, so I was in there. So I met some people. They were from all over the place, you know, Australia. I think a couple guys from Australia, then scattered around. So that's really cool. You talk to people all over the world, you know, for the most part.
Yeah, exactly. All over the place. So.
Yeah, I remember using Skype for the very first time, and it just kind of blew my mind away. And now we use it at work.
I've never used.
You never used Skype?
But I never used it.
You never use Skype?
Nah.
Really?
I'm a simple person.
No, I mean, with you, I mean, you probably know a lot of people fix guitars, and there's several. I mean, I used to watch that Will's Easy Guitar, but he's little. Of course, his channel's going now. For now, what?
So, I don't watch him as much like I used to.
He well, he was feuding with this other. I don't know if you know about it. He was feuding with this other guy from the UK. That's it. Yeah, yeah. So his channel, I think his channel is gone for now. Well, I think he's got some other channels going on, but I think that his main channel is down for now.
Yeah,
but I don't like that.
The tone with debate.
Yeah, I don't like that. There's no sense in arguing. I feel bad for the other guy. What's the other guy? Mick was in here. He did away with
Mick Smith.
Yeah, he did away with his channel. I thought he was. I didn't think he was going to do it, but if you search for it now, I don't see it anymore.
He's still on there.
He is.
He deleted all his content.
Oh, because I searched, and then unless I was searching for the wrong one. Yeah, you can't worry about
what happened with that.
I don't know if he was pissed off. He said somebody hacked his phone or something. I don't know. But change your password. But I mean, like people in here, you're gonna have people.
Hacked.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, just change your password. I mean, luckily,
it happened to me twice. So he got
my son is a huge IT guy.
Went to other people's channel and they were bad mouthing everybody, thinking and they thought it was me.
My son, he's a big, real high end IT guy, and he got hacked. His Google account got hacked, and it's funny. We were in a hangout. This is like maybe I don't know 6-7 years ago, maybe longer. I don't know. and we were, I don't know, 4 or 5 of us we were in a hangout. Some guy came in, and and like 2 minutes later, he called my house, and then
Really?
and yeah, and well, I mean, well, you can my name. I mean, you can put my name in YouTube. It's going to give you my phone number. That's not a big deal. But he got David, my son's his, Gmail password and all that. So we did some research on him, and he's evidently it's what this guy does. He goes around hacks, and so that's why you got to be specific with who you letting hangouts, and you know, you just think about
Yeah,
who you're letting.
I let anybody come in. I don't care.
Yeah, but you
I
don't
got
want
thick
him.
skin.
But you don't want him to get your. I mean, this guy got David's password just from being in the hangout. Yeah, so
Yeah, I've gone through worse.
yeah. Yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't. I mean, a lot of friends I work with, and they're telling me, my bank account got hacked, or or their credit cards and stuff like that. I've been lucky on that.
Had that, credit cards, as long as nobody comes to my front door, I'm good.
Well, I don't have a gun yet, but I shouldn't say this live. I love it. I don't think my wife will let me. She don't have to know about it though.
Good old guitar neck will do wonders.
Oh yeah, and you got plenty.
Yeah, they got the truss rod right in the middle. So
I live in Hanover, Pennsylvania. So it's like central Pennsylvania. I'm like 3 miles from the Maryland line because I'm originally from Maryland. I work in Maryland still, and but I'm from Baltimore originally, and they were just voted the most dangerous city to be in. Just recently voted Baltimore, and I mean I hadn't been there since I was a kid, but I mean I haven't lived there since I was a kid, but yeah, I don't really like going there. So I stay, which is south of me. I go to work. I work in Hampstead, Maryland, which is about 15 miles from here. And Baltimore is about 40 miles or something like 40, 45. Or I stay away from her. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Once in a while we go to the city. We spend a couple days there. New York.
You're in Jersey?
Long Island.
Oh, I'm sorry, Long Island. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the Tone King. I think he's in Jersey. The Tone King.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Good old Suffolk County.
I've only never been to I mean, I drove through New York. I drove a tractor trailer like part-time back in 1987 on weekends. So I had to go to, and they hauled air freight. So I had to go to JFK, and that's the only time I didn't see. I mean, I could see some of it. I could see I think, what was the BQE I was on? I could see I think I could see the Statue of Liberty or the Empire State Building or something. But I mean, I never did the city thing, although I would like to sometime take a bus up there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's different. It's fun.
Yeah. But now, like I said, I'm old now, old and fat. And Monday, I'm getting this MRI on my left knee that I hurt from playing catch with a football for like 5 minutes. 60 pound overweight men, 60 pound and 62-year-old men 60 pound overweight men, 62 should not be playing catch with a football or trying to play catch with a football. So this has been 5 weeks ago, and it's still bothering me bad. So I'll get that MRI, and then we'll know exactly what my options are. But I don't feel like missing any time from work. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's not always fun.
No, I mean, I've been out a few times. Of course, I've been there going on 44 years. And I mean, the only time I really missed any time is when my back goes out. Then I had a couple operations. I had my gallbladder out in 2004, and then I had shoulder surgery. I don't know, about 6 years ago. And
Not good. I have never had anything.
really,
Probably shouldn't
yeah,
have said that.
I'm overweight. I mean, I'm overweight. I don't eat the right foods, and but my blood, I get a doctor's. My blood pressure is always good. Um,
Yeah.
and
Eat organic.
oh, well, you look like a thin guy, so you do watch what you're eating.
Well, I smoke and drink, but
Oh, I don't do that.
that
I don't drink. I don't smoke. I never.
those
I'm
are
I'm the only one in my family with. There was 5 of us and my parents. Everyone smoked but me. I mean, I may have tried it once or twice. I just couldn't get into smoking. I just never.
yeah. I stick at 190, 190 pounds. That's it.
That's what I should be. I'm a lifetime Weight Watchers member from in the 80s, and I got down. Of course, I was only maybe 210 or 220, and I got down to like 169 or 170. And of course, I don't keep it off now. I'm like 100 pounds more, like around 260 now. But it's mostly in here. But still,
Yeah.
it's hard. I mean, it's hard to put my shoes on, and I don't know. I can lose weight just like that, but I always put it back on. But
yeah, never hit 200 pounds.
thank God. Well, some of it's hereditary. My parents were, I mean, not
6'1".
huge.
I'm 6'1" and 190.
That's good. That's real good. But now everybody in my family's got a little bit. My sister did good. I have a sister. She's 74. She's kept it off. She's been thin per. She was only heavy growing up, but not since she's been an adult. She does, but she watches what she eats, and she does yoga and all that stuff. She's 74, and she's probably in better health than the rest of us. And then my blood sugar, I never had diabetes or whatever, and I think both my parents had it, and my grandparents. But I got an older brother. Now he's having problems, and but he just lost 22 pounds. So
well, losing weight helps with the diabetes. So
yeah, and it's because they said they were going to have to put him on medication. So anyway, I imagine eventually it's going to hit me. I got to have to do something. But anywho, so normally I would just use just a regular webcam, which let's see, I got some laying around here. And they're pretty cheap. They get one of the old good ones. Did you hear that? The music just played. It was from Windows, from the one of those things. It wants me to reboot the computer. See, I don't come down here that much, and they have these updates. Every time I turn it on, I gotta let it stay on for a while because once Windows wants to do an update. Well, you'll have to wait. Anywho, but is there anybody else? I can't see the chat. Oh, Bob, we do have other people in here. There's Bobby Clipper. Hello, Bobby. If you're still in there. I get knee shots, 4 more to go every 5 months. Well, when I originally hurt my knee, it swelled up. It was on a Friday and swelled up. So Saturday I had to go to one of these walk-in clinics, and they had these ones up here where it's orthopedics too. So they drained it because it swelled up, and it got like 70% better. And it lasted like 2 weeks, and then it started hurting again. And I went back. I have to go when I don't get off work till 5:30. And all they did was give me a brace a second time, and the brace bruised the back of my leg. I broke out from the brace, and so I went back a third time, and I saw the first guy I saw, who was the regular knee doctor, a surgeon, whatever. And that brace wasn't going to do anything anyway. So now we're going to get a MRI. We're going to go from there. So, but hopefully they can do it where it's I don't have to miss very little time from work. It gets a little tough, making I think you only get when you're out on disability or sick thing, it's like 60% of your pay or something like that. Yeah. Are you interested? I don't know, Bobby. Are you interested in coming in here into the hangout? But now since I bought, just got ordered that tablet for my wife, so that even opens the door for me to get maybe get another guitar or something if I want to. But I was thinking about trying one of those multi effects, like the better ones, line 6, but even those can get pricey. But they have those axe effects.
ME80. That's what I like to get.
Which one?
Boss ME80. Boss.
Oh yeah.
ME80.
Yeah. But I think I think some of those might be in my Katana. Some of the same. I don't know which. I got that Boss Katana 100, and some of the same effects might be in there. I never use it. I mean, I'll use it a little bit, but it. When I have a direct out, so I can hook it up to my audio interface upstairs because I have it upstairs. But it seems like it doesn't sound the effects don't sound as good as it does when you're using the actual speaker as opposed to these. So, but then you have those ones that are made for, I guess, like what you just like the ME80 or I have a Zoom GN3 or something like that, and but they have those expensive ones, those fractal FX8s or something. I don't know what they, but like Robert Baker I think has, and I mean you can spend a ton of money on this stuff. I mean easy. I mean, you spend a ton of money. Is it going to make me play guitar better? No.
Sound better.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you ever listen to that? You know who that Steve Terryberry is?
Who?
Steve Terryberry, young guy, guitarist on here on YouTube, and he's got a lot of followers, and he's kind of real goofy. I mean, he does it on purpose. He's real funny, but he has one up there recently with I guess he was doing a thing, Johnny Depp shredding, and so he was going, and it actually sounded audio. I mean, sound terrible. This video Johnny Depp had, because you know who Johnny, the actor, he plays guitar. He plays, I think, with Alice Cooper and Steve Perry or something. I don't know,
but Steve, Joe Perry, and
Alice Cooper.
Yeah, he plays with Keith Richards too.
Yeah, and so this one video, it was like real bad quality. He was getting on for, it was just real funny. And but he's this young guy, Steve Terryberry. He's a really good.
Johnny Depp's on stage, right? He's playing with icons. So
what's that?
Johnny Depp's on stage, so
yeah.
Icons.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But I mean I listen. I mean they got a good bit of his stuff on YouTube, but none of it sounds good to me. I mean, nothing that do you like metal? Are you into like any kind of metal?
Yeah, we grew up on Slayer.
See, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I know is Metallica. I guess they're me, but I don't know. I mean, I like it, but it's like a whole different style to learn. I mean, I like my classic rock, your Rolling Stones, all the old stuff. And
I listen to everything now. I'm pretty much John Mayer. I mean, old school, Muddy Waters.
I don't even know. I mean, I listened to John Mayer a couple of times. He's a good guitar player, but I mean, it's not my kind of music,
if you listen to his when he's live, and he's good live.
I did hear something that sounded really good, but like that video you were talking about where he did. Looks like he's doing it on a phone or something, but he's a big guy. He's like 6'4" or something. I mean, look at his hands the next time you see him. How big his hands are around that guitar.
Who's this?
John Mayer.
Oh,
yeah, he's big guy. Yeah, I mean, he's a great guitar player. I just don't know a lot of his stuff. Although Did he do a remake of a famous song?
Yeah, he did Tom Petty's.
Oh, he
He did
did.
this Tom Petty
I have to check it out.
Free
But
Fallin', I think. He did Free Fallin' this recently.
I don't know. I can't remember what it was. But like I don't know who's new out there. I'll listen to, let's say, all this classic rock. Well, I want to learn how to play some of this AC/DC stuff, or anything old, Bachman Turner.
Yeah, I listened to Paul Gilbert.
Yeah, he's another tall guy with big hands.
Yeah. Black Label Society, Zach Wild, I listen to him.
My fingers are not just short and fat. They're not. But I see plenty of heavy people on YouTube shredded like anything. I mean, really. So maybe there's hope for me after all. Not that I want to shred or anything. See, see, I can hook my guitar up to this interface. Although when you're doing a hangout, it's different than you're doing just a live stream by yourself, because the hangout, they deliberately degrade everything. But when you're doing just a plain live stream by yourself, I think Google will use the maximum quality and whatnot. But I know, because I don't know if you noticed that you'll see the video will go in and out, or the quality goes. Yeah, they're doing all this stuff in the background. YouTube's all the same. But yeah, the quality is definitely degraded when you're in a whole hangout. But see, I just want to see when I use that guitar rig, and I said, well, how can you can't, when you have guitar rig installed, you can't, like on the same computer, you can most computers, it won't let you, if you're doing a hangout, I can't, it won't let me port that sound out onto this computer. Only I can hear it. But the way I have set it now, I've got it going out from one computer to this computer, and so it works that way. I think Steve from Boston, I think that's how he does his. Yeah,
Pixie Licks.
Yeah. I guess he changed. I guess he changed his name because of the X's in his name. I guess the 3 X's or something like that. I don't know. But I like the way he plays too. He's a good guitar player.
Yeah, but he sounds the same on everything he does.
Yeah, I don't have to look. I could hear some of his roasts that he's doing. It's just the way he does it. But he's good though. I mean, he's good.
A good sound to it, but if you close your eyes, you know who it is.
I know. I could tell. I mean, everybody has their own style. Even within the blues, he likes that blues. Although he said he's going to start doing some, maybe do some classic rock stuff for a little bit. I like all of them. Robert Baker, and he to me, he's so humble. And he's a good. I think he's only 28. And then you can see all these women or young ladies on here on YouTube. They're shredding. I mean, when we were kids, how many? I don't know of any girls out there or great guitarists besides Lita Ford or something like that. I don't even remember what she did. I knew she was a
Runaways lead guitarist.
Oh, for who?
She was at the Runaways with Joan Jett.
Oh, okay. Oh, she was in there. Okay.
Yeah, she was the lead guitarist.
I like Joan Jett. I think she lived here. Well, she lived in
She lived in Patchogue over by me.
Oh, I know she's from Philly or something, but I think she lived in Baltimore at one time or around there. I believe.
Yeah, she opened up the Patchogue movie theater over here by me.
Yeah, I haven't messed with any of those songs. I would like to mess with some. I love rock and roll. Never have, but maybe I will. Some of the songs I want to learn, and when I try to do it right, I might be playing with something on, for months trying to get it halfway right. When I got my Strat, I said I want to see if I can learn how to play Close to Dover. I said, and there's people. I was in Guitar Center a while back, and this guy was playing. He's a young guy. He was playing it. I said, "Oh my!" I mean, he's playing it right to the T. And I said to him, "How long did it take you to play that?" 10 years. He said something like that. Something like that. No, I mean, you can tell I'm trying to play it, but it doesn't sound nothing like what it's supposed to sound.
You got to get the good. You have to figure out how to use your volume as a tone swell.
I can't move my fingers that fast. I mean, those guys are crazy.
He's really not moving them that fast.
Well, they are to me. I can't do. Well, at least some finger picking. I started doing some.
Once you learn the rolling of the volume, you can get that violin type sound.
I do mess rolling back my. And I never did before, but I do now. Rolling back my volume, you do hear a different tone, or it just changes the whole. But and finger picking, trying to finger pick, I'm not too good at. Let me see. You
gotta watch John 5. He's a good finger picker.
Yeah, I enjoy Steve from Boston too.
Yeah, John 5. He's good.
Who is he? I see the name. Where do I see it at? On YouTube?
John 5 played with Marilyn Manson. He plays with.
Okay, see, I don't know any of this. So you know a lot of
the
newer stuff. I don't know.
Like the telly player. He's good. He's old. Yeah, he's good. If you want to see finger picking, he's amazing. Yeah,
this guy in town, he's my age.
And his favorite show was Hee Haw. So Roy Clark and all those guys.
Mm-hmm. Hee Haw was a good player, and he could play some Rocky type stuff too. Hey, you want to hear a story about Roy Clark? My father used to work. Well, he was a cab driver most of his life. Well, he's been going for a long time. But anyway, then he got out of that like around night when it started getting bad, dangerous in Baltimore. Anyway, so he started working for a Maryland Racing Commission, and horses that win, they have to be tested if they were drugged. This is even way back then, and so my father did that. We take the piss from the horses. Anyway, but Roy Clark, he owned race horses. So my father would see him every now and then if he rode, raced a horse in Pimlico or something like that. I never saw him. I mean, I went down there and I used to help. But we had people about the street from us that race horses. I used to help them. I mean, I was like 14 years old. I hung around these crazy horses, and I was scared out of my mind. But I used to clean the stalls, walk them, and they're crazy. And I remember this one horse she raced. And you got to, after the race, you got to calm down, walking around the stalls. And so I'm walking around. And every time I got by where she could see the track, she wanted to take off again. And I'm like 14-year-olds old and, not heavy back that then, I weighed maybe 160 pounds, and she wanted to take off and I didn't let go. Then another time I'm walking all around. And you're walking around the stables and you got all these horses in their little stalls. This horse stuck his head out. I mean, he bit me, took a chunk out of my shoulder. This is winter and I had a heavy coat. I mean, I had a terrible bruise. It was crazy. That's why my father, he had no fear. He was going to stalls with, try, wait for him to take a leak, in a jar. And he was in his 60s when he did it, or early mid 60s when he did that. But he had no fear. I guess because when he was a kid, I think my grandfather, I don't remember, but he worked for the Baltimore Gas and Electric Company, and they had, and he was a blacksmith for him. This is back in the, I guess in the, I don't know, 30s, maybe, I don't know when, a long time ago. I don't know, 1930s or something like that. But some stories that I remember my dad telling me.
My parents had horses.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah. 1974.
What kind of horses?
Oh, going back.
And then not thoroughbreds. Not thoroughbreds, not racing horses.
No, one was my father's was a rodeo horse.
Mm-hmm.
He got. I forget. My mother's horse looked like Silver from the Lone Ranger.
Oh yeah, the Lone Ranger, Ohio Silver. What is that in your hand? What guitar is that? Is that the Firefly? Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one you had. It's not another new one, is it? Or
No, this is the one I got for Christmas.
Okay, they still
Only
are
thing I
you?
changed
They're
was
still going to send you some more, right?
yeah, they're supposed to be sending me some wood to fix up and give to me. So
Good deal. Because it doesn't. I mean, on here it doesn't look like a cheap guitar.
what?
On here it does not look like a cheap guitar. It looks like a high end guitar.
Yeah, like I said, $139. Can't complain. So, I did swap out the bridge though. Put roller bridge on it. So.
Was there something wrong with the other one that was on it, or
Nah, I just had this laying around. So
it's a better bridge?
yeah. So it fit.
Very good.
Thinking about putting gold hardware on here too.
Then does he get to the point where? Well, I don't mean you might have this gold, all this extra stuff that you got cheap. Because here's my point: I bought that cheap. Everything's upstairs. I'm like everything down here, but I bought that minor price guitar, and I only changed the wiring, the pickups and the. But somebody and I'll let the guy keep the old stuff. I'm not thinking straight. Because if I wanted to get rid of it, I should put the old stuff back in and keep the better stuff, that I have in it now. I never really thought about that. But because what's the coin of phrase? You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I should have, if I thought it out right, I should have, because he asked me if I want the old parts package. He said, yeah. I don't even play that much, but the guy fixed it up for me. He like the three-way switch is not. It's not right when I put it on the neck pickup, and he replaced the original one. He said he did, but it's not working. I got to play with it to work right. But I don't even play it that much because the pickups sound nice, but I can nap up playing it for a while. I can feel just something's not right with the neck. I mean, not the neck or maybe the frets or something. I don't know. Not that bad. Then I played I have that Epiphone Standard. I played that the other night. And I don't know, I get used to playing something. I play something else. And I don't like the way this feels. And I got used to with that Paul Reed Smith, but I can pick up the Strat anytime. It always feels good to me.
Yeah, I like playing all different guitars. I don't want to get stuck with a feeling for one type of guitar.
Yeah, I think you got to get used to playing. If you switch, I mean, you got to get used to playing. I don't know. But there's people out there, they would say, I can only play one guitar at a time. I have one guitar.
Yeah, I get bored too easy. So,
What the most expensive guitar you think you have in your collection right now? How much does that cost? What do you think?
that would be my Carvin I bought in. I think I got it in 83, 80. I forget when I got it. At the time, it was like 700.
Oh, was that? It was brand new?
Brand new Carvin, yeah. Yeah, that would be my most expensive one.
And you still have it?
Yeah. Still have it. That's when Carvin was big at the time.
Yeah. I mean, I say a lot of people still talk about it. Did they? I might be getting confused because I saw some of these other YouTube channels. Did they branch off to something else, or
Carvin?
or I'm thinking, or am I thinking something else?
It's another company that makes Carvin, and they make their own. But now they just completely stopped making Carvin completely. So like the Legacy, the amps, that's it. They're all gone.
Was it the Sun had something? Am I thinking about the right company? The Sun took over.
Sun, yes.
Are they part of Kiesel, or am I getting stuff?
Kiesel guitars, yes.
They are part. Okay, I get so confused. I get so much stuff on here. I said I'm getting mixed up with, because I was watching
Yeah,
like Steve Terberry, and I could see he had some Kiesel guitars.
yeah,
Actually, I think
Kiesel,
Robert Prager has them too.
Carvin, and now they don't even make Carvin anymore. So Steve Vai's endorsement with Carvin Legacy amps, that's gone.
Yes, that crate amp you had, I saw the same one on, these Facebook uh, sites where you can, and I think it went $100 for it. And I can't remember where it was. I looked at the. I mean, I mean, are you satisfied with yours? Is it play good?
Uh,
The crate amp, or
for what I spent on it, I'm content with it. But I think if I would have spent more money on it, I would be disappointed.
I got you. Because I saw it was like the same. It was around $100, and
I could always use the speakers to make a cabinet. You know what I mean?
mhm,
So
okay. But
just
did they make halfway decent amps at one time, crate?
great, yeah. But you know, once everybody gets into that electronic stuff, because it's got all that electronic effects on it, that's really not. I'm not a fan of that. As soon as you turn the volume up on it, you could hear a humming from it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the overdrive channel is good. So, happy with that. And clean without the effects is good. But I don't know. I could always hook my PV up to it, I guess, right?
What kind of PV you have?
The PV Ultra 112
Okay.
tube amp.
Oh, really? I don't have no tube amps at all. I couldn't lift it. I don't think I could lift any. I mean, I remember back in the day as a kid. I mean, I had this Univox, I had a Univox Les Paul copy. I mean, looking back, I remember that thing was really nice. I just didn't know how to play it back then. Then I had a Univox amp. It had, with the separate head and the cabinet. I think it had 412s in it. And then, yeah, and I would play with other people, kid, neighborhood kid, and just hauling that. I mean, it was so heavy. I couldn't imagine doing that. I mean, I don't play with anybody anyway. I just play in my bedroom.
Nah, always wanted a tube amp, so this
I
was
think the only I don't
available.
remember.
So
I don't remember. I don't think I ever had a twin reverb or any. I don't think I did, but I think the only tube amp I had was that PV Deuce, which was good back in the day. I mean, a lot of people still like them if you can find them. I think Leonard Skinner used to play the thing. And that thing, I think it had two 12s that Deuce. It had some weight to it, but it did have two amps. But I remember playing, we try to play with Leonard Skinner. We'd be playing Freebird, and the song would last for an hour. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but we
I
would
mean,
get
every
in.
now and then I'll use my Roland JC120. That's a fun amp to play with.
What kind is it? Or what?
Roland JC120.
Oh,
It's a good amp.
my my daughter's boyfriend just got because he gets these good deals too. He got I don't know what kind it was. I mean, a Roland, but I forgot what he paid for it. 140. He said real nice 212s, but I don't know which model. Tube. That's a tube amp. And he says his father. I never met his father yet, but his father plays well, and he said it was a nice amp. But that I only have the only amp I have now is that Container 100. I mean, yeah, Boston. That weighs. I don't even think it weighs 30 pounds. So that's not too bad.
I think your microphone is crackling up a little bit.
Yeah, it might. Let me try something. Hold on. Did that help?
Mm,
You hear me now?
it's crackling.
It's still crackling.
Yeah.
That could be internet too. Let me unplug. Yeah, unplug this one for a second. All right, I'm back.
That's better.
Yeah, what I do is I just unplug my audio interfaces. I did the one on the Dell and I did the one on the Asus. see if it helps. Sometimes it does. I'm amazed how good your video is with the phone, and I'm not getting any feedback.
Shocking, right?
I know most people that come on in here, if they don't have a headset and if they're using, speakers, actual speakers, it just when they talk, you get that echo, and I'm not getting it at all. That's good.
It's weird that the speaker's at the end of the phone.
You're using the speakers on the phone itself, though, right?
Yeah, I'm not hooked
Yeah.
up to nothing.
So you can hear me, huh?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, I think that the Samsung S4 I had, it does have good speakers in it. I mean, yeah, for a phone. The one I have now, it's got a one little speaker. I think the Samsung had two speakers in it. I don't know what yours does, but I think the
one speaker.
one speaker. But the my LG Stylo 3 has one. Sometimes I don't hear too good. I don't hear too good anyway at my age from playing with high gain and try. We saw I saw AC/DC back in 1984. And we were like,
What was that? The flick of the switch?
What?
What was that album? 84. Flick of the switch?
I don't even I don't know the names of their I did buy a couple albums, but we saw them in the Capitol Center, which is outside between Washington and Maryland. And they were so loud. And we were sitting like here's the stage. We're sitting like to the left. It was just so loud. I mean, I love them, but it just your ears were just ringing. I mean, ugh.
When I saw Motorhead, I was like that.
Was Paul Gilbert in Motorhead? Why am I saying
Motorhead? That was like Lemmy Kilmister, the bassist. He just passed away a couple of years ago.
Mm.
They did the song Ace of Spades.
I know the name. I don't know the tune unless I probably know it if I hear it.
Yeah, you should be able to recognize it. It's a classic.
Now you froze up on me. There you go. You're back. You're back.
Right.
Who do you have Comcast there? Or?
I have Optimum.
Optimum. Yeah, the only choice we have here is Comcast and CenturyLink, which is DSL. And I mean, what we pay because I have my phone, TV, and internet with Comcast, and I think we pay like $220 something altogether. I'm gonna have to, especially when I retire. There's no way I'm gonna be able to afford all that stuff. So, but I have to have high speed. I have to keep the internet. But we got used to watching my wife. We watch all these these channels now on cable, so we hardly watch regular TV. But she said she could do without. I don't know about that. All the cooking shows she watches, they're all on the cable channels, though.
Yeah, I just pretty much watched The Walking Dead.
Are you into that? You're into The Walking Dead?
Yeah, not like I used to be, but
It's
I
yeah.
watch it.
I got into it about 3 years ago, I guess. So I binge watched it, right? But it seems like it's not as good as when they first
Yeah.
started.
If I miss it now. I'll just watch it the next day.
No,
So
I still, I mean, I'm invested. I'm not missing anything, but it's still good. I just thought when you remember when they had the governor in it,
I love the governor.
the governor
He
that
was
they
my
were.
favorite.
So I'm thinking Negan's going to be just as good, if not better, and he's nowhere near as good. I mean, in my opinion.
I like Negan. He's crazy.
Yeah, ZZ Top. Bobby Clipper said that his ears are still ringing from listening to ZZ Top concert.
Yeah.
Now I never saw them, but I would have
I
liked to.
saw them with George Thorogood back in the day.
I haven't seen a whole lot. I think I've only seen.
So Johnny Cash, which I like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw Johnny
Monkees.
Winter. Oh, really? The Monkees. Hey,
I'm
for
going way back in the early '80s.
Johnny Winter, and we saw Chicago. Oh, they played with it. Chicago. They played with the Beach Boys. I mean, they opened up for the Beach Boys, Chicago, and they had some kind of heavy metal Sunday thing at the Baltimore Civic Center back in the '70s. And I swear one of the bands was Aerosmith before they were real big, and I could be wrong, but I thought they were one of them. And then they had Steppenwolf, I think. I can't remember. Blue Oyster Cult, I think.
Oyster.
Yeah, and some other bands I don't even remember.
They play here all the time.
Blue Oyster Cult. And they had
Foghat.
Oh, I like Foghat. I like a couple of their songs. Then they had.
Zebra also. Yeah.
Then they had a Pier 6 in Baltimore, an outside concert. They played. Let me see. It was Mark Farner, who played with Grand Funk Railroad, and the Guess Who, and Bachman Turner Overdrive. I think Rare Earth, and Dr. Hook and the Medicine Chest.
Didn't the Guess Who become Bachman Turner Overdrive?
Then who? What?
Didn't Guess Who become a Bachman Turner Overdrive?
No, they no. I think I knew. No, because they played there too.
Bachman Turner Overdrive was somebody else.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I can't remember.
I thought it was the Guess Who.
No, I don't think it was the Guess Who. Maybe it could have been, because now kind of that guitar. Now, if you imagine some of the guitar leads in Bachman Turner and then listen to Guess Who, maybe you're right. I don't know. Or Randy Bachman, maybe.
No coffee at tea.
But it's like the original singer was it Burton Cummings or something? The Guess Who. It was a different singer, but that original singer, he was fantastic for the Guess Who. I have to look that up, because I think you're right. I think Bachman Turner did play with somebody else, and I don't know why Bad Company's coming out of my head or something, but no, that's not.
Yeah, I just thought it was Guess Who. I could be wrong.
I'll look it up later. I'll figure it out. Unless Bobby probably knows the answer. Ring of Fire. What was Ring of Fire?
Johnny Cash song, Ring of Fire, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. I'm thinking that's right. You remember they had an old show back in it on Friday nights. It was like called the Midnight Special, and
yes,
on ABC, I think it was, and Wolfman Jack was the host. Remember Wolfman Jack? It was a guy. Yeah. He was a big guy with a beard, and I think he died early, young, with a heart attack or something. He died too young. But I remember they had some good stuff on there. I remember they used to have these concerts like at midnight, where I grew up at, and they would play like Woodstock or some Jimi Hendrix movies or something like that, or back in the day.
Yeah, that's when music was real.
Listen, so you're from Long Island. You ever heard of a guy named Howard Stern?
Yeah, the DJ, shock jock.
Yeah, I mean, nah, he's on he's on Sirius. What's Sirius now? I don't listen to him now. But I thought he was funny.
Oh yeah, he was.
Either you hate him or you love him or hate him, I guess.
You know why? But after a while,
it's all the same thing.
The routine gets to be
Yeah, he was a judge on that. What's that? America Has Talent, Got Talent, whatever. And he was nothing like he was on the show. He was normal in there. That's why I said, well, how the hell did they pick him to do?
That's because all these people have all these houses out at the Hamptons over here.
What's that?
So they all have houses at the Hamptons.
Well, well, he can afford it. Again.
Well, I'm sure they mingle with everybody, and
yeah, we're figuring out how I can retire. I want to wait 2.5 more years so I can get a Medicare. Because you got to be 65. If I can wait that long. And see, our intentions were to sell the house because we still owe too much on it for making refinancing. And buying a mobile home somewhere. They have some nice parks, not white trash. They got some really nice parks. But the only thing is the ground rent. You don't own the land. You own the mobile home, but you don't own the land, and then the ground rent can keep them. Or we could just, I can just stay here and just be house poor. But I got 2 years. Like I say, you were telling me where you work. Now I work for Dork Container Corporation. So we make disposable product goods for anything you can think of. But we used to be. I've been with the company for 40. It'll be July 30th. It'll be 44 years. However, it's like Dart is our 5th owner since I've been there. It used to be Sweetheart Cup, then Sweetheart Cup, Maryland Cup, then Fort Howard Paper Company bought us out, and we just been bought out. Solo Cup. You ever hear Toby Keith do the solo the Red Claw Solo Cup song?
No, I never heard the song, but I know they got the product. Solo Cups.
Yeah, but Toby Keith did a song called the I forgot the name of it. You'll see it on YouTube. And because we got some emails saying that this is when Solo Cup owned us. They had nothing to do with that, but it's all free advertising for them. Except everybody's drinking, they're at a party drinking,
drinking and beer pong.
Yeah, I can go to work and see billions and billions and billions of those cups in my warehouse. I mean, billion. We got 1 million square foot, and yeah. But I've been there, like I said, going on 44 years, and you don't make much money, but we always had a steady job, and I was able to pay my bills. But I work at, I'm part of the office for part of inventory. So half the time I'm sitting in front of a computer, then half the time I'm counting something out in the warehouse. I don't touch too much product, knock on wood. I probably wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, especially now with my knee messed up. I think the other day I was getting off my.
You worked for Gibson too a long time ago? Or was that somebody else?
Nah, not me. Somebody else. Yeah, somebody else mentioned it in the chat.
It was on a hangout. They said
somebody. No, I never. No, I haven't worked anywhere else. I mean, I had some part-time jobs in between, and I think when I quit school. I quit high school. I mean, I went back and got my GED years later, but I think I was a janitor at for this company, and then I went to went from there where I'm at now. But I worked some part-time jobs in between a little bit. Nowhere long, but I did that truck drive, and we thought they were going to get rid of. I was a work lead at one time. We thought Fort Howard was going to get rid of the work leads, but they didn't. But I learned how to drive a truck in between. I said, man, I spent all this money for school. I'm going to see if I can try to get some money back, And so I worked for this trucking company on weekends, hauling air freight, all air freight stuff. So I go to Baltimore, pick up this trailer in Baltimore to Dallas, to Philadelphia, to JFK, New York, back there. So it took like 18 hours. So I started like Saturday at 11 a.m. and I got done about Sunday 11 a.m. That lasts about 6 or 7 weekends, and I had enough of that. And that's my truck driving career. I never did it again. I don't want to do it again. I mean, it's scary. I remember when I did the route, they had 2 weekends in a row. They had a driver go with me. So the third week I went by myself. Sure enough, I got lost when I went to New York. I couldn't figure out how to. I went off the BQE. I think I went to an alternate. I said, "Oh my god, I'm going to get mugged. They're going to break in the truck. They're going to steal everything." Or I didn't know what neighborhood. I think I was in. Oh, I forgot what the neighborhood was, but Flatbush. I don't know, but not Flatbush. What's that?
Flatbush is over there.
Or was it something else? Anyway, but I talked to this guy. How do I get going? Oh, just take it. This will get you right back on there. And then I would go around the airport. Couldn't find. It was TWA. They hauled. It was all TWA when they were in business. And I could never find a terminal. I always had to ride around for a while. Anyway, that lasted 6 or 7 weekends, and I was done. No more truck driving. But I remember stopping at a truck stop to get, I don't know, get something to drink or go to the bathroom or something. Anyway, I didn't have the truck stopped, and a prostitute, and they call them lot lizards. Prostitute jumped up on my truck and asked me, "You want to have a good time?" Nope, but thanks for asking. You want to have a good time tonight? Nope. So I tried to get my wife to go with me because it was 1987, and it was a nice tractor. I mean, it had a bed back there. I mean, I didn't, but she would never get. I mean, I wasn't supposed to, but I would have done it, Anywho, so all right, I'm getting a little tired, getting a little late, and
yeah,
I know you work today.
Yeah, I work today.
You're off tomorrow, though.
Yeah, usually I work on Sunday too.
Oh, really? So you do have to work. You do have to work tomorrow.
No, I'm actually off. Luckily.
Oh, good deal.
So,
good deal.
I'm off 1 day a week, Monday.
Okay.
So.
Very good. All right, Adam. It was nice doing this. We'll do it again.
Yeah. So absolutely.
We'll do it, and maybe we'll get some other people come in here. All right. Well, have a good night. And Bobby, thanks for stopping by. Most of the time, I never have anybody in here. So thanks. Thanks again. All right, Adam. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
See you.